Now the real question is, would I get beat up by Judge Judy in front of a national audience for a couple $1 million? And that answer is absolutely. What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here, back at it again with more r/Attorney Tom Reacts. Cleo's happy. Hypothetically speaking, gas can roulette. Leave a can of gas on the porch full of water and sugar. Let the thieves take the gamble. Okay? Are you asking me if this is okay? Again, y'all, this just depends. Obviously, nobody's supposed to take your stuff. So if you have a gas can full of water and sugar and a thief takes it and they put it in their car and their car gets messed up, your argument or defense is, hey, you should have never taken it. You should have never stole it. You're the bad guy here. But let's just say something totally unreasonable happens. Let's just say that they put this in their car and their car blows up and they die. Could you get in trouble for essentially setting that trap? Obviously, there's arguments going to be made both ways, but if you haven't learned anything from watching these videos, is that the answer is it always depends. Am I liable for crimes I commit abroad? Let's say I, a U.S. citizen, transport meth from Mexico to Spain, and in this weird case, let's assume meth is legal in Spain and Mexico. Let's assume I was contacted about smuggling only in Mexico. Can the U.S. prosecute me for that crime? Well, hypothetically, it wouldn't be smuggling if it was both legal in Mexico and in Spain. And I think the answer to that question would be no. I mean, you didn't break any laws of the countries that you were in. Think of it kind of like drinking. The drinking age is 18 in a lot of European countries. So if you're 18 and you travel abroad, you're not breaking the law. Look at my cat. She's licking my... Aww. Urgent question for Attorney Tom. Unsure if anybody's asked this before, but I'll go right ahead. Would it be possible for an organism of another species to sue human? Like in the Bee movie, when Barry sued the human race. It shaped my childhood. I'd really like to know. No. Animals do not have standing to sue in court. Now, like I've said before, if we discover some sentient other beings, that might cause a huge issue that might need to be taken up with the legislature. Because if something is truly sentient, there's an argument that they need rights. So forgive me, Planet of the Ape overlords and or alien overlords, if I have offended you. If you're watching this in the future, this is just as it is right now. Forgive me. Saw the response about murder in international waters coming under the boat's registration home port, but what if both people, murderer and victim, are in the water, nowhere near any boats? I have no idea. My guess would be probably the nation in which they are citizens in, or at least one of them are citizens in, or maybe it's the boat that they were last in. I have no idea, honestly. Unintentional death of a package thief. A lot of people have been messing with package thieves, and I was wondering if someone put a strobe light in a bait package with the intent to just mess with the thief, and then the thief had severe epilepsy, opened it, and died of injury sustained during a seizure caused by the light. Would the person baiting the package be guilty of manslaughter or anything along those lines? So this is kind of like the famous case where the guy had a shotgun booby trap in his house, in his abandoned house. So somebody came, opened up the house, boom, shotgun goes off, deadly force for just protecting property. The guy was found liable for using unreasonable force. I guess the issue here is it foreseeable, and clearly a strobe light probably isn't deadly force. But I mean, y'all, look, here's the reality. I don't think in this particular situation it could be anything, but never say never. And I've certainly seen some packages that basically blow up or miniature bombs, and I could totally see that leading to criminal charges. If somebody takes a package, it blows up, they get killed. It is foreseeable that if you give somebody a bomb, even if it was a thief, that somebody could get in trouble for that. Remember, the law prioritizes life over property. Life over property. Is Attorney Tom cosplaying as Nick Fury or something? Like, what's up with the eye patch? Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Oh my gosh, look at this. Attorney Tom Stan. There's levels, or people get titles in my subreddit. No, y'all, it's just because I have a lazy eye. I don't wear this patch when I go out in public. I really don't wear this patch in the mornings. I just kind of wear it at night when I'm at the house. Kahoot will. Is it legal to have a Kahoot game about my life, decided who gets my inheritance? Like, first place is 50%, second place is 30%, and third place gets 20%. This is hilarious. And actually, it's a good question. I don't see... You know what? It depends. Hypothetically, it could be possible, okay? It could be possible. I've heard crazy things like this done before. Not a board game, but other contingencies. What I would tell you is consult with a local lawyer in your jurisdiction. They'll know your state's laws. They can point you in the right direction. But if it is legal, let me know how to get in on it. Thomas really left us in the dark here. I don't want to be a TikTok star. All of Tom's old fans from TikTok. No, I'm not a TikTok star. I don't want to be a TikTok star. Listen, y'all, it's just it's a quality of life decision. YouTube is a lot more fun. You can make money on YouTube. People can discover your content and come back to your content. TikTok's hard in the sense that there's no, you're always algorithm pleasing. Because it doesn't give you notifications when you post a new video, because the For You page or the following page only shows one video at a time. YouTube is where it's at. Some quick quality of life changes here. This is subreddit of attorney, YouTuber, and streamer AttorneyTom. This is the official show. Okay, I actually don't think I did this, but it's a good point, y'all. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been focusing a lot on content. I am planning on getting back into streaming very, very soon. Very soon. We're going to keep streaming. I have my own streaming channel. Remember that. I am, in fact, the best Rocket League player in the world, so I got to prove that.
The guy is here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in?
Yeah, they're just muted, though.
How about this?
Clip it.
Flip it.
Clip it.
Natural, but not really. Emirate Natural Brown Sugar. Natural is only a brand name trademark and does not represent its true nature. Oh my gosh. That totally seems deceptive to me. Now, whether it's legal or not, I don't know. The FDA and the people who control the food have all these confusing deals going on, and to be totally honest with you, it's kind of a racket. There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on that gets approved that's technically legal, but it's not. As with respect to this, I'm not sure. Does catastrophic injury lawyer have a specific defined legal meaning, or does it just sound cool and distinguishing from pretty bad injury lawyer? What is the smallest, least catastrophic injury case you'd consider taking? How bad does something have to be for you to take a look at it? Yeah, so I definitely think there is a difference. So just for reference, really, unless it's friends or family or some limited circumstances, I leave myself open to reserve the right to take any case I want. But, if people get into car accidents and their back hurts, blah, 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 go see a chiropractor. That's not really stuff that I do. When people call my office with these kind of cases, I often refer them to other attorneys. The cases that I work on generally have to deal with people who are catastrophically injured in the terms of burns, broken bones, permanent damage, lifelong damage, severe pain and suffering, things like that. Wrongful death, things like that. Can my body be served at my funeral? No, dude. Law question. Do more laws make better people? That's a really good question. It actually is. I would argue no. I don't think more laws make people better, but I do think more laws, to an extent, make people accountable. I think you're still going to have bad people, but having more laws is a way to hold those bad people accountable. Now, there's obviously bad laws which hold good people accountable. For instance, marijuana. There's no way marijuana should be illegal anywhere. Nobody cares. It's harmless. People have fun. Doesn't hurt anybody. And people are in jail for it. But overall, laws are very important because they allow our society to operate under a certain subset of rules. But I don't think they inherently make people better. I just think that they hold them accountable. Self-defense hypothetical. Suppose you are fending off a murderer and get them on the ground by slicing their leg with a piece of glass. Would it be illegal to increase the pain to that murderer by peeing on his open wound with the intent of making sure he cannot get away on that foot? Disgusting! What would peeing do? Probably have to... As always, the answer, y'all, is it always depends. Remember, reasonable force, justified force, proportionate force. That's what you have to ask yourself. There's no definite answer to any of those, but every scenario that y'all give me, you just have to say, what would a prosecutor or what would a jury think, right? Is it reasonable? If somebody's trying to kill you and you are acting to try to prevent them from doing that and trying to prevent them from getting away so then they could regroup and then come kill you later, I would argue that that's reasonable. Now, you know, the actions you have displayed are questionable, but, you know, to each his own. Scooby-Doo villains. Could you do a video reacting to the crimes of Scooby-Doo villains? It's a great idea. Is this legal? Look at this guy right here. He's laughing his ass off. I think this sums it up. Maybe it's legal, maybe it's not. He definitely violated an unspoken code. Sign the contract, Judith. I would absolutely probably get wrecked by Judge Judy. By the way, Judge Judy makes a ton of money, y'all. You guys, a ton of money. Now the real question is, would I get beat up by Judge Judy in front of a national audience for a couple $1 million? And that answer is absolutely. So, bring it on. Bring it on, Judge Judy. Is this a sin? Come on, y'all. I already told you. Legal Eagle's chill, man. He's just a big, he's a big dog. He's a big eagle. We're down here in the slums, you know? But also, this is my subreddit. No, just kidding. A maritime law hypothetical. Okay, so say you and your friend renounce citizenship and you swim out into international water. You then kill your friend. Could you be charged with murder? How would that work? Oh my God. I don't know. Why are y'all obsessed with international water? I'm going to make a video about international water. Just so every time somebody asks me in the subreddit, however you say it, about international water, I can just say, go watch the international water video. More proof, Attorney Tom and Tom Cruise are the same person. That's not me! Nor is that Tom Cruise! Who made this? Downvote. They get a downvote. You know what? I'm literally moving this entire screen just so you guys can see me downvote it. Just so you guys, look at this. That's not me. Outright slander to put his face in a trash pile like this movie. That's not my face. Come on. I'm way better looking than that guy. All right, y'all, that's it for today's video. There are still a ton more questions. The subreddit is growing like crazy, which is good because it allows me to eventually get to everybody's questions and make a lot of good content. Y'all have a very deep fascination with committing crimes in international waters. So we're gonna have to work on that. But y'all, as always, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks again. Consider subscribing to this channel. We're having a blast. All right, y'all. Talk to you later.